Next, out of Amsterdam, we have Bynder, who's actually doing some really amazing things around AI and image analysis and recognition use. So I'm actually really excited to have them up here. Because if you're a company who's basically collecting content, images to share across your team, you want to know what's in those images. And Bynder has a really nice solution that's very elegant they can share with us. So Thank you for joining.
Thank you for the introduction.
Why don't you take over and give a much better introduction of Bynder?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we're gonna start. Turn the mic on. There you go. Yeah, so the mic go on?
Yes.
Great.
We're ready to do it.
Ready to start. Yeah, fell off when I was
jumped up in excitement to get up here.
I was so excited to be here.
I totally understand.
Live on stage with you.
So Bynder, so again, Bynder is based out of Amsterdam.
Yes.
You guys have a massive team. You've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Give us a little story about Bynder.
Yeah, I can tell you the story. So we've been around for a little more than 5 years. And what we do is digital asset management. Do you know what it is?
Tell me.
I can tell you. Well, it can mean many things, but it's basically we offer companies of any size, so small teams, big enterprise customers, the ability to store and share their digital assets. So think about your logo, think about video materials, any kind of digital.
So like if I'm
asset.
trying to build out a brand, I want to start collecting different images and videos to get that mood or sense of what that brand will be. I want to store it somewhere.
Yeah,
and Bynder is like a great spot for that.
Yeah, so always having access to the latest version of a logo or some other type of marketing material.
Excellent.
And that's really in a nutshell what we offer. Of course, over the years we've built a lot of features and modules around that. So really focusing more on branding guidelines, for example, communicating about them, and creating marketing materials as well.
Can you walk us through kind of what this looks like?
Well, actually, it's quite an exciting day.
Let's plug in.
Yeah, I have this thing here.
Perfect. This is the beauty of doing stuff live.
Yeah. Good thing I brought my dongle.
Excellent.
Here we go. Well, actually, it was quite an exciting day for us because we started with a new version of a product beginning of this year called Bynder Orbit, and it's really focused on free users and smaller teams. And we released it a couple of months ago to the free version of the product. And today we launched a plus version, so that you can actually get a bigger offering. And so it's pretty excited. It's too bad that I can't be with the development team back in Rotterdam and Barcelona to celebrate it.
Well, we're very excited to help celebrate it here with you today.
Yeah, and well, let's try to. The resolution is a bit.
Let's do this. Isn't it in? Sorry. I think we just set it in the display. Yeah. So it's this one. Maybe just click one that's scaled. Nope.
Smaller? Right?
That's a really great question. There's someone who can help with the. Yeah, it's not. I want the audience to be able to see what this looks like because it's really beautiful.
Let's do 720. Yeah, 720p should be
perfect, and then. Great. Yeah, the resolution was at like 800 by 600, which is great for like 1994, but.
No problem, guys. Thank you. Well, maybe it was a nice test to see how Orbit is doing on such a small resolution.
It's definitely responsive.
Yeah.
It handled it well.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the login page.
Perfect.
Just set up a quick demo before this interview. So here it is, basically. Collection of all your assets. We create a nice preview on upload. What we've did is we thought of a way to organize your files, right? Because that's always the problem. I mean, you can use your Dropbox, you can use your Google Drive to manage all your digital files, but managing them really effectively and organizing them, that's always a bit of the pain point. So then that's what we do really well. For example, here we created a set of channels, such as design files. So those are all the PSD files, EPS files in your collection, and they all update automatically. Thanks to the use of AWS recognition, we also do the auto tagging, so it's actually easier to find, for example, a dog. Here it is.
Yeah, and how quickly, like after you upload an image, are you able to pull out that contextual information by using recognition?
Well, it's happening async. Okay. So I mean, there is a delay, but I mean, it's a matter of seconds, not a matter of minutes.
Excellent. As soon as you upload it, yeah, within a matter of a couple seconds, you're able to see all the tags across all your images.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really useful.
Yeah.
So what about like some of the architecture that's powering this? Like you talked about some of the services that you're using to make this happen.
Yeah. So the AWS services, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, obviously we run everything on EC2. That's like the core of where everything is hosted. But we use a lot of CloudFront, and for the uploading, we upload directly to S3, but we use S3 acceleration. And this is actually a really, I was really happy when the feature was released, I think it was last year, because it actually allows everybody from all over the world to upload really quickly to our locations.
Any sense of the
really
performance gains you're seeing for image uploads?
It's hard to say. I mean, there's a big benefit. I mean, imagine you're in Sydney and you have to upload to a Sydney CloudFront distribution instead of, well, this is hosted in Ohio mainly. So yeah, that's a big benefit, and it's really useful. We've also been using Lambda for some of these, some of the more like async processing things.
Interesting. Like what are some of the functions that you're running with Lambda today?
Well, it's mostly focused on monitoring and some async processing. Yeah, so we're really excited, of course, to be here, of course, and learn more about things like Lambda, and because that's really, it's really interesting stuff for us to work on.
Do you see a lot more of your infrastructure moving towards serverless at this point, like long term?
Yeah, definitely. And for example, we were just in a talk with about CloudFront on Edge. So you can have the Lambda functions running in the Edge service, and that's really cool.
Yeah, this is
we can actually have more control over
one of the coolest services. Like, can you talk a little bit about like a use case that you use for that? Oh, yeah. Good.
Well, we don't have it implemented yet, but I've been talking with the CloudFront team for years about having this kind of functionality. So I was so happy that they actually released it. But one of the things is just being able to check what kind of content you want to serve to the clients, have some authentication there or some extra logging, and it just gives you more control. So yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Can you walk me through like the life cycle of an event that comes in through and it gets processed with Lambda at CloudFront for Bynder? Can you talk about kind of like what's an event or an example that you'd use?
For Lambda?
Yeah, like Lambda on CloudFront.
Oh no, yeah, we don't use Lambda on CloudFront yet.
Okay.
But yeah, we're planning on doing so. But that's mostly on looking at the content, what we're getting at, and adding some extra headers, for example. So those are really small things that are now hard to accomplish, but can easily be done with Lambda. For example, also serving binary data instead of, and that was just released a few weeks ago. So that is something we'll be working on soon. And of course, more of the, besides them, we're also really excited about all the AI functionalities. So we're now looking into doing more with video as well. So that's something our users can expect, hopefully soon.
Excellent. And where else do you see your infrastructure going in like 6 to 12 months from now? Like, are there other?
Well, we're doing a lot with data processing. So the whole looking at events and giving customers insights to whatever is going on in the portal.
There must be a tremendous amount of analytics that you guys look at.
So we have a whole Kafka stack set up. So that's pretty. That was pretty new for us this year to work with that. And we're also looking at having a managed service for that. So doing things with Kinesis.
Excellent.
And so we're really going into the big data space.
Cool. So once it gets processed through the stream, like where do you end up storing it and doing your analytics on it? Or is it all real-time processing?
Oh, that's actually something we're having talks with during reInvent. This was one of the reasons we came here. So, well, we this morning had a talk with the guys from Snowflake. Really cool, cool product, and we're getting a demo with them and sharing some experiences.
Excellent. And for you as a startup here at reInvent, what are some benefits that you like? What recommendations do you have for other startups who are thinking whether or not it's valuable to come to reInvent?
To come to here, well, it depends. I mean, we're not going to that many of the sessions. I mean, for us, the primary reason was meeting the teams. Yesterday, we had a couple of great meetings with of the Dynamo team and DynamoDB team, for example. And it's just so good to sit across the table from them and being able to ask them questions. And it's better than having a call with them on the other side of the globe, you know, way different time zones.
And if they have a question that they need maybe another team, they could just reach over, grab that team, pull them over.
Exactly.
And
of course, it's always cool to hang out with our friends from AWS.
Absolutely. Well, we're very thankful for having you here. And thank you for the talks. We look forward to them.
Yeah.
And thank you for chatting with us.
Yeah, cool. And to close off, we're of course today featured on Product Hunt with a new product.
Yep.
So if you would like to vote on us and check it out yourself.
Excellent.
It would be great.
Bynder Orbit 2.0.
Yeah, well, this is a plus offering.
Got it.
It's not really a new version, but it's like more like our. We first released the free version, and this is the plus offering, so people can actually pay for it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.